name is Vasco. I'm 53 years of age, and I first walked the first Camino, which was the Camino Portuguese, in May of 2013.
I'm Margie Hegney Hall. I'm 48 years old. I started walking Camino a few years ago. I'm the mum of 3 children, grown-up children, and I felt like this was my time.
I'm Rhonda and I'm 50 and I walked the Camino this year, 2016, from St Jean-Pied-de-Port to Santiago.
Hi, my name's Philip Nugent. I'm 48 years old. I'm originally from Glasgow, Scotland, but lived in Perth, Western Australia for the last 36 years.
I'm Jackie and I did the Camino de Santiago last year, 2015, in the year of my 50th birthday. I actually went before I turned 50, but it was to ensure I'd done something amazing before I did turn 50.
The Way of St. James, or the Camino de Santiago, is an ancient pilgrimage route that has been around for over 1,000 years and will lead you to the cathedral in Santiago. This is situated in the northwest of Spain. Santiago is believed to be one of the 3 important destinations in which all sins are forgiven, the 2 others being Rome and Jerusalem.
To be honest, I don't know why I wanted to do the Camino. I like walking.
I'm a great believer in the law of attraction, the universal law.
I've known about the Camino for about 25 years, you know, like my grandmother being a devout Roman Catholic.
In memory of someone, actually.
But I never had any intentions of ever walking a Camino or embarking on a journey to do a Camino until last year. My girlfriend passed away and I was at a really low point in my life and decided, well, I didn't decide, the Camino chose me because it just came into my head and away I went.
Ever since the 1980s, when these pilgrimage routes were declared the first European cultural routes, it has seen the numbers of pilgrims increasing considerably. In the last holy year of 2010, Santiago saw the numbers as many as 250,000, and since then the pilgrims are still increasing, with movies and documentaries making more people aware of their existence.
I guess I didn't have any real expectations. I had watched, in preparation, I'd watched a lot of other people's YouTube videos and photographs online. So I sort of had, through other people's experiences, gone through the walk many times. I didn't know what to expect. I actually expected a lot of loneliness, but there certainly wasn't that.
What I was expecting, you know, like I went there because I was lost, and yes and no. I mean, as a pilgrimage, yes, it was exactly what I was expecting it to be, but the journey itself was way deeper in more ways. Yeah, it was just incredible, you know what I mean, it was fantastic.
Yes, and more.
Didn't really look too much of what it was, because I didn't sort of want to ruin it by unfolding it too much before I got there. So yes, it was everything I imagined and 1,000 times more. It was honestly life-changing.
it was so much more than I was expecting. Yes, it was.
Traditionally, the Camino journey starts from your home. You have people from all over the world, from many different beliefs, ages, taking on their own pilgrimage for their own reasons. Some walk, some ride, some take a horse, a donkey, and one has even had his mate push him in a wheelchair. Whatever the reason, whatever the route, or how far one has come, all are made welcome. All are family.
Probably those white fluffy towels, and yeah, just being able to be in the bathroom and not have to worry about who's going to walk in while you're trying to get changed, because some of the bathrooms are unisex, so it could be anyone.
Incredible experience was just being part of nature. Everything that I had was in my backpack, you know what I mean? The people you encountered, that's what grasped me the most, you know what I mean? And the food and the culture of the place.
Probably small pleasures was after, and I noticed this particularly on the first walk where I was totally unprepared from a fitness point of view, was just arriving and being able to rest and being able to get a night's sleep. Of the 10 nights that we walked, on 3 of those nights I was so exhausted on arriving that I literally couldn't take another step. And so being able to rest and recuperate, and so the next day you start fresh again. Just, you know, having a hot shower, being able to rest and relax after 8 or 10 hours of constant walking.
Connecting with people, I made friends with people of all ages, all denominations, all nationalities. And I think I really cherish that. It really was incredible.
Goodness, small pleasures, the people along the Camino, the Spanish people that are delighted at you, even though you're one of 100,000 people. They wish you weren't Camino, and they want to shake your hand. I mean, that's just a real buzz that these people see so many pilgrims and they still think we're amazing for doing it, and they kind of, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
To claim your Compostela, you are required to complete at least 100 kilometres, and you prove this by collecting stamps in your pilgrim's passport each day.
I think that you can only carry so much on Camino. You really can.
I would have liked to be walking with less weight on my back, but I don't think I packed too much, so much as some of it wasn't quite right.
And maybe a little bit too much clothing. So next time I've got myself a smaller backpack, and it'll only be like one set of clothing, and yeah.
Obviously I did, because my pack was heavier than it should have been. However, I pretty much used everything I took. So
my pack, I never weighed anything putting my pack together. I weighed my pack once I put everything I wanted, and it weighed 10 kilos the first time.
I went in April, so we had pretty much 4 seasons. You can't know what you're going to need on the Camino until you're there. So you can take your basics and then you just adapt it as you go. And there's shops everywhere. Yeah.
I didn't think I had overpacked in terms of weight. I had overpacked in terms of what's recommended to take, but like anything on the Camino, it's always a personal journey.
But it's actually about all the things in life that you carry so much unnecessary stuff around, and I probably kept that going now. So I try to only carry so much that I can handle, and the rest I leave behind. And I think that is probably a great lesson that comes away from Camino.
My personal journey was important that I had the things I had. Didn't feel I overpacked. People that are fanatical about certain things, and I've seen people weighing plastic Ziploc bags, and I just think that's crazy. I packed what I wanted, weighed my pack, it was 10 kilos, I was happy with that.
There are many different routes to choose from, with the most popular being the French way or the Camino Francais. Other popular routes include Camino do Norte, Camino Inglés, Camino Portuguese, Chemin de Puy, Via de la Plata, and that is just to name a few.
And there are days that are really hard. They're really tough days. And you know, there are moments that you sort of think, maybe I can't do this.
It's not for everyone. On one of my walks, I bumped into and walked with a couple of retired nurses from the UK, and spent a bit of time walking with them. I remember clearly Ella saying to me, I'm old enough to know what I like and don't like, I'll never do this again.
So I kind of had an idea what it was going to be like, but no amount of research can kind of prepare you for what it's really like.
No, like I thought of myself as being fit. Like I'd been running half marathons, training, you know, nearly 7 days a week. My first day out, you know, I ended up getting the worst blisters I've ever experienced in my life. You know what I mean? So for all the training and how fit I thought I was, blisters just blew me away. If it wasn't for the blisters, the people that came into my life would not have entered into my life if it wasn't for that. So the magic of the Camino worked again.
I remember in the beginning, every night I thought, oh my God, I don't think I can do this again tomorrow. But it was funny because every morning when I woke up, I thought, here we go, up we go again. It was funny, it all wiped away. After a hot shower and a good sleep, off I went again. You just have to keep pushing through, but I think that is something real. The movies and things sort of show the human connection and everything, but I'm not really sure they really show you the hardship. And it is actually a tough trip. At times it's glorious, and at times it's really difficult, and sometimes you'll be thinking, I just want to do this forever, and other times you just think, I just want to stop today. I read something really gorgeous, and it just sort of said that as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you'll get over the mountain.
I did no physical preparation,
Oh, okay.
and I was a fair bit overweight. I was carrying a lot of weight back then, and I really struggled on the first one.
Planning for the Camino, I'd done absolutely zero.
Planning on the second one, how did that change?
Well, I already had all of the preparation that I needed to have. I knew that the bulk of my preparation had to be in my personal fitness.
It was about a week or two before I actually went on the Camino that I found out about the West Australian Camino group. As soon as I entered the group, you know, it just blew me away with a welcoming experience, you know, the West Australian one and the Australian one.
I was a bit astounded at how many people rocked up on Camino and were unprepared, and actually they were the people that really struggled.
Joined the Camino forum, which I found on the internet, went to a few Camino breakfasts at Kings Park, spoke to quite a few people there, did a lot of research online and watched a lot of other people's videos and photographs online.
I made the absolute decision to go about 11 months before I went.
I probably planned for about 3 years.
Started training such as it was about 6 months before I went. It was an intensive preparation, it just wasn't, but I'm not that sort of person. Yeah, I did lots of research just because I love that part of doing any trip.
I just knew that I needed to be ready. Actually, I didn't really know what I had to be ready for, but I knew I needed to be ready. I used to walk the streets even when it was 40 degrees, but I would walk it with my backpack. I would pack it with bags of rice to get the weight so that I was used to that. You need to be as ready as you could be physically, because you needed to get past that point to get through to the mental and the spiritual. And I think that the more you can do before you go, just walking and just moving and just getting used to the pounding of your feet and everything, it's a good thing to do.
I was walking pretty much every morning. Anywhere between like 5 to 10 Ks, and I did that, you know, probably for a couple of years before I went, and then every now and then I'd do, you know, a big walk.
I don't really know what I was looking for, but I wanted to go and walk in the same steps that these amazing people had done so many years before.
The thoughts rose from my feet and I felt alive. Fear has left me and I am happy. I feel peace and I'm close to God. Before I began, I was determined to do it, although I really wondered what exactly it was that I had begun. Deep inside, I wondered if in fact I could succeed, and now I know I can.